Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about a profound truth many of us experience in our spiritual journeys, the idea that God isolates us before blessing us. This theme resonates deeply with those who have faced moments of solitude, often feeling abandoned or alone. But let's delve deeper into this concept, and I hope to shed light on why these moments are essential for our growth. When we think of blessings, we often envision abundance, joy, and fulfillment. However, before we can receive these gifts, we must prepare ourselves. Isolation can be the crucible that shapes our character and strengthens our resolve. Just like a seed must be buried in the earth to sprout, we too must sometimes be hidden away to nurture our potential. Throughout history, many figures we admire faced isolation before their greatest achievements. Think of the prophets and leaders who were called into solitude: Moses in the desert, Jesus in the wilderness. Each moment of isolation paved the way for monumental blessings that impacted countless lives. In our isolation, we cultivate inner strength. We learn resilience and adaptability. These qualities are not developed in the midst of comfort, they are forged in the fires of solitude. It is here that we discover who we truly are, stripped of external distractions. Moreover, isolation serves as a time for self-discovery. It allows us to reflect on our desires and align our lives with our true purpose. In the stillness, we may find clarity about our calling and the blessings we seek. Timing is crucial in this journey. We often wish for blessings to manifest immediately, but divine timing requires patience. The period of isolation, though challenging, is part of a greater plan. We must trust that there is a purpose behind our waiting. Transformation occurs in these secluded moments. Just as a caterpillar must isolate itself in a cocoon to emerge as a butterfly, we too undergo transformation. Isolation molds us into the people we need to be to handle the blessings that await us. Moreover, isolation can serve as a catalyst for personal transformation. Just as a seed must be buried in the dark earth to sprout, we may need to go through a period of being hidden away to nurture our potential. It is in this darkness that we can cultivate resilience and inner strength. The challenges we face during isolation often teach us invaluable lessons about perseverance and adaptability. We learn to rely on our own resources, honing skills and insights that prepare us for the blessings that await us. As we navigate through these solitary times, we also develop a deeper connection with our spiritual selves. The absence of external voices allows us to listen more intently to our own intuition and the divine guidance that may be present. This heightened awareness can lead to moments of clarity and revelation, illuminating our paths and helping us discern the next steps in our journeys. In essence, while isolation may feel challenging, it is a powerful and intentional part of our growth. It invites us to step back, reflect, and prepare for the blessings that are to come. By embracing these moments, we can turn them into a foundation for a richer, more fulfilling life, marked by deeper connections and a clearer sense of purpose. Purposeful solitude is an intentional choice to step away from the busyness of life, allowing ourselves the space to reflect, recharge, and reconnect with our inner selves. In our fast-paced world where distractions abound, carving out time for solitude can feel like a radical act. Yet, when approached with intention, it becomes a powerful tool for personal and spiritual growth. When we embrace purposeful solitude, we create an environment conducive to self-discovery. In this quiet space, free from external influences, we can explore our thoughts and feelings without judgment. This introspection helps us gain clarity on our values, aspirations, and the direction we want to take in life. By sitting with our thoughts, we often uncover insights that we might overlook amidst the noise of everyday existence. Moreover, purposeful solitude allows us to reconnect with our inner voice. In the stillness, we can hear our intuition more clearly, guiding us toward decisions that align with our true selves. This alignment is essential for living authentically and fulfilling our potential. It can also be a time to reassess our goals and aspirations, ensuring they resonate with who we are at our core rather than what others expect of us. During these moments alone, we often confront our fears and insecurities. Instead of running from discomfort, we learn to face it head-on. This confrontation can lead to healing and liberation, as we recognize that many of our limitations are self-imposed. As we navigate these feelings in solitude, we cultivate resilience and confidence, emerging stronger and more self-aware. Purposeful solitude also fosters creativity. With the distractions of daily life stripped away, our minds are free to wander and explore new ideas. Many artists, writers, and innovators have found that their most profound insights come during moments of solitude. It is a space where imagination can flourish unbound by the constraints of others' opinions or expectations. While the idea of solitude may initially evoke feelings of loneliness, purposeful solitude invites us to reframe our perspective. Rather than viewing it as isolation, we can see it as an opportunity for personal enrichment and rejuvenation. By intentionally choosing moments of solitude, we learn to appreciate our own company, fostering a healthier relationship with ourselves. Ultimately, purposeful solitude is a transformative practice that encourages us to slow down and reflect on our lives. It empowers us to understand ourselves better, heal from past wounds, and cultivate the creativity and insight necessary for our journey. By embracing these moments of intentional solitude, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities, preparing us to receive the blessings that await us on the horizon. Preparation for blessings is a crucial aspect of personal and spiritual development. Often we find ourselves yearning for positive changes, opportunities, and abundance in our lives. However, the path to receiving these blessings is not always straightforward. It requires a period of preparation during which we may be isolated or set apart, allowing us to grow into the individuals capable of embracing and sustaining the gifts we seek. In preparation, we often confront our limitations and insecurities. This introspection can be uncomfortable but is vital for growth. By acknowledging our weaknesses, we create an opportunity for healing and transformation. It is in facing these challenges that we build the inner strength needed to handle future blessings. The experience teaches us valuable lessons about perseverance, humility, and the importance of hard work. Moreover, preparation involves aligning our mindset with the blessings we hope to attract. This means fostering a positive attitude, practicing gratitude, and visualizing the outcomes we desire. When we shift our perspective to one of abundance rather than scarcity, we open ourselves to receiving blessings that may have previously felt out of reach. This alignment not only enhances our emotional state, but also attracts opportunities that resonate with our newly developed mindset. Additionally, preparation often calls for practical steps and actions. This may involve setting specific goals, acquiring new skills, or seeking out mentorship and guidance. By taking tangible actions toward our aspirations, we demonstrate our commitment to growth and readiness for the blessings we wish to receive. This proactive approach not only enhances our skills but also builds confidence in our abilities. During periods of isolation, this preparation can feel particularly intense. While we may crave connection and community, being set apart allows us to focus on our inner work without distraction. In solitude, we can reflect deeply on what we truly desire and what it will take to achieve those dreams. This concentrated effort can lead to profound revelations and a renewed sense of purpose. As we prepare for blessings, it's also essential to cultivate an attitude of patience. Many times we may feel tempted to rush the process, eager to see immediate results. However, true preparation takes time. Just as a seed must be nurtured in the dark before it can break through the soil, we too must allow ourselves the necessary time to grow and develop. Trusting in this process is crucial, as it ensures that we are ready to embrace the blessings when they arrive. Biblical narratives are rich with examples of individuals who experienced isolation before receiving significant blessings, illustrating how God often uses these periods to prepare and transform His people. These stories offer powerful lessons on faith, resilience, and the purpose behind seemingly challenging circumstances. One of the most notable figures is Moses. After growing up in Pharaoh's palace, Moses fled to the desert of Midian following an incident that revealed his identity as a Hebrew. In this period of isolation, he spent 40 years tending sheep, away from the comforts of Egypt. This time was crucial for Moses, allowing him to develop humility, patience, and a deeper understanding of himself and God's purpose for his life. It was in the solitude of the desert that he encountered God in the burning bush, receiving the divine call to lead the Israelites out of slavery. This transformative experience in isolation prepared him to fulfill a monumental role in biblical history. Another significant example is David. Anointed as king while still a shepherd boy, David faced years of fleeing and hiding from King Saul, who sought to kill him out of jealousy. During this time, David often found himself isolated in the wilderness, far from the comforts of his home and the accolades of being a future king. However, these experiences of solitude shaped his character and deepened his reliance on God. It was in these moments that David wrote many of the Psalms, expressing his anguished faith and longing for God's presence. His isolation became a profound preparation for the leadership role he was destined to take on, teaching him to trust in God's timing and provision. Similarly, the prophet Elijah faced a time of isolation after his dramatic confrontation with the prophets of Baal. Following his victory, he fled into the wilderness, feeling overwhelmed and alone, even praying for death. In this vulnerable state, God provided for Elijah's physical needs and spoke to him in a gentle whisper. This period of solitude was not just a retreat from danger, but a vital preparation for the next phase of his prophetic ministry. It reminded Elijah of his dependence on God and rejuvenated his spirit, ultimately leading him to continue his mission with renewed strength. In the New Testament, Jesus himself exemplifies the importance of isolation before blessings. Before beginning his public ministry, Jesus spent 40 days in the wilderness, fasting and praying. This time of solitude was a preparation for the challenges he would face, including temptation and the heavy burdens of his mission. By embracing this period of isolation, Jesus fortified himself spiritually and mentally, readying himself for the blessings he would share with humanity through his teachings and sacrifices. Inner strength is a vital quality that emerges from facing challenges and adversity, often cultivated during periods of isolation. This strength is not merely about physical resilience, but encompasses emotional, mental, and spiritual fortitude. It allows individuals to navigate life's difficulties with grace and perseverance, ultimately leading to personal growth and empowerment. But when we encounter isolation, whether chosen or imposed, we often find ourselves grappling with our vulnerabilities. In these moments, we confront fears, doubts, and insecurities that may have lingered beneath the surface. Instead of shying away from these feelings, we have the opportunity to face them head-on. This confrontation can be uncomfortable, but it is essential for developing inner strength. By acknowledging our weaknesses, we create a space for healing and growth. As we work through our inner struggles, we begin to build resilience. Each challenge faced in isolation becomes a stepping stone, teaching us valuable lessons about perseverance and self-reliance. We learn to draw upon our inner resources, discovering capabilities we may not have recognized before. This process often involves cultivating a growth mindset, where we view obstacles as opportunities for learning rather than insurmountable barriers. The journey to inner strength is also about cultivating a positive mindset. During times of solitude, we can practice gratitude, mindfulness, and self-compassion. These practices help to shift our perspective from one of scarcity and fear to one of abundance and hope. When we focus on the positives in our lives, even in the midst of challenges, we reinforce our resilience and ability to cope with difficulties. Another key aspect of inner strength is the development of emotional intelligence. As we spend time alone, we become more attuned to our emotions and learn to manage them effectively. This emotional regulation allows us to respond to challenges with composure and clarity rather than reacting impulsively. We begin to understand the interplay between our thoughts, feelings, and actions, empowering us to make choices that align with our values. Furthermore, inner strength nurtures our spiritual growth. Isolation can create an opportunity for deepening our relationship with the divine or our sense of spirituality. It is often in these quiet moments that we find solace and connection, leading to a greater understanding of our purpose and place in the world. This spiritual grounding can provide a sense of peace and resilience that bolsters us during difficult times. As we emerge from periods of isolation, we carry with us the inner strength we have cultivated. This newfound resilience becomes a part of our identity, empowering us to face future challenges with confidence. We learn that we are capable of enduring hardships and that each experience, no matter how difficult, contributes to our growth and development. In essence, inner strength is a transformative quality that arises from facing our fears, embracing solitude, and engaging in deep self-reflection. It equips us with the tools needed to navigate life's complexities, fostering resilience and confidence. By embracing the lessons of isolation, we not only strengthen ourselves but also prepare to support others on their journeys, sharing the gifts of our experiences and insights. Just as a seed must grow in the darkness before it can sprout, we often need time to develop the skills, character, and resilience necessary to handle the blessings that are on their way. In the stillness of waiting, we can engage in self-discovery and inner growth, ensuring that when the moment arrives, we are ready to embrace it fully. This process of trust and surrender can be deeply liberating. By letting go of the need to control every outcome, we open ourselves to possibilities we may not have considered. We learn to appreciate the present moment, finding joy and purpose in the journey itself, rather than solely in the destination. This shift in perspective allows us to cultivate gratitude for what we have, even as we aspire for more. Moreover, divine timing often intersects with the lives of others. Our paths are woven together, and the timing of our experiences can impact those around us. When we trust in divine timing, we allow for synchronicity and serendipity to unfold, leading to connections and opportunities that might not have occurred had we forced our timelines. In essence, divine timing invites us to embrace the waiting periods in our lives as opportunities for growth, reflection, and preparation. It teaches us that while we may not always understand why things happen when they do, there is a greater purpose at work. By trusting in this process, we cultivate patience and faith, ultimately leading us to the blessings that await us, perfectly timed and beautifully orchestrated. Transformation is a profound and often challenging process that involves significant change at multiple levels: emotional, mental, and spiritual. This journey typically arises from experiences that compel us to reevaluate our beliefs, behaviors, and perspectives. It often involves a catalyst, such as a period of isolation, adversity, or deep introspection, that pushes us out of our comfort zones and into a space of growth and renewal. At its core, transformation requires us to confront who we are and who we aspire to be. This often involves shedding old identities, habits, and thought patterns that no longer serve us. Such change can be uncomfortable, as it asks us to face the unknown and relinquish the familiar. However, it is precisely this discomfort that can lead to profound growth. In moments of struggle, we are presented with opportunities to develop resilience, courage, and self-awareness. Isolation, whether self-imposed or circumstantial, can serve as a powerful incubator for transformation. During these times, we may find ourselves stripped of external distractions and pressures, allowing us to focus inward. This period of solitude encourages deep self-reflection, enabling us to assess our values, goals, and desires. In this space, we may confront unresolved issues, fears, and regrets that have been holding us back, paving the way for healing and renewal. As we navigate through this transformative process, we often discover new aspects of ourselves. We may uncover hidden strengths and talents that had been dormant, waiting for the right moment to emerge. This self-discovery can be exhilarating, as it opens up new avenues for personal and professional growth. With each revelation, we become more aligned with our authentic selves, fostering a sense of empowerment and purpose. Moreover, transformation is not just about individual change, it can also affect our relationships and the way we interact with the world. As we evolve, our perspectives shift, influencing how we connect with others. We may find that our newfound clarity allows us to set healthier boundaries, cultivate deeper connections, and engage in more meaningful conversations. This ripple effect can inspire those around us, encouraging them to embark on their own journeys of transformation. Transformation also often requires a willingness to embrace vulnerability. As we change, we may face criticism or misunderstanding from others. It takes courage to step into a new version of ourselves, especially when it diverges from societal expectations or the roles we have previously played. However, embracing vulnerability allows us to be authentic and genuine, fostering deeper connections with those who resonate with our journey. As we emerge from periods of transformation, we often find that our outlook on life has shifted. We develop a greater appreciation for the journey itself, understanding that growth is a continuous process. This perspective helps us to navigate future challenges with greater ease, as we recognize that transformation is not a one-time event, but an ongoing cycle of evolution. In essence, transformation is a deeply enriching experience that leads to profound personal growth. It invites us to confront our past, embrace the present, and step boldly into the future. Through periods of isolation, reflection, and self-discovery, we learn to shed what no longer serves us and become more aligned with our true selves. This journey, though often challenging, ultimately leads us to a more authentic and fulfilling life, empowering us to navigate the world with confidence and purpose. Embracing the process of personal growth and transformation is a vital aspect of our journey through life. It involves recognizing that change is not only inevitable, but also essential for our development. This mindset shift encourages us to appreciate the journey itself, rather than fixating solely on the end goals. By valuing the steps along the way, we cultivate patience, resilience, and a deeper understanding of ourselves. When we embrace the process, we begin to see challenges as opportunities for learning and growth. Life is filled with ups and downs, and navigating these experiences requires a shift in perspective. Instead of viewing setbacks as failures, we can approach them with curiosity and openness. Each obstacle offers lessons that contribute to our evolution, teaching us valuable skills like problem solving, adaptability, and perseverance. This approach helps us build a foundation of resilience, enabling us to bounce back from difficulties with greater strength. Moreover, embracing the process allows us to cultivate mindfulness and presence in our lives. When we focus on the journey, we become more attuned to our thoughts, emotions, and surroundings. This heightened awareness enhances our capacity to appreciate the small moments that often go unnoticed, those fleeting instances of joy, connection, and insight. By living in the moment, we foster a sense of gratitude for the experiences that shape us, regardless of whether they are pleasant or challenging. As we engage with the process, we also learn to set realistic expectations. Many of us fall into the trap of wanting instant results, but true transformation often takes time and effort. Embracing the process means recognizing that growth is gradual and non-linear. There will be peaks and valleys, and that's perfectly normal. This understanding encourages us to be kind to ourselves, allowing room for mistakes and missteps along the way. We become more compassionate toward our own struggles, fostering a nurturing inner dialogue that supports our journey. Furthermore, embracing the process opens us up to the richness of exploration and discovery. When we let go of rigid timelines and expectations, we create space for spontaneity and creativity. We might find ourselves pursuing paths we hadn't initially considered, leading to new experiences and insights. This openness invites serendipity into our lives, where unexpected opportunities can arise and inspire us in unforeseen ways. In the context of self-discovery, embracing the process is particularly transformative. As we reflect on our values, desires, and fears, we learn more about who we truly are. This self-awareness empowers us to make choices that align with our authentic selves. Rather than feeling pressure to conform to external expectations, we can trust our instincts and pursue what genuinely resonates with us. This alignment fosters a sense of fulfillment and purpose in our lives. Ultimately, embracing the process of growth and transformation is a lifelong journey. It requires commitment and courage, as well as a willingness to face the unknown. However, by recognizing the value of each step we take, we can cultivate a more meaningful and enriching experience. We learn to appreciate the complexities of our journeys, understanding that every twist and turn contributes to our development. This perspective empowers us to approach life with curiosity, resilience, and a sense of adventure, leading to a richer and more fulfilling existence. Community after isolation represents a vital and transformative phase in our lives. Following periods of solitude, whether chosen or imposed, individuals often emerge with a renewed sense of purpose and a deeper appreciation for connection. The transition back into community can be both exhilarating and daunting as we seek to rebuild relationships and engage with the world around us. After experiencing isolation, we may find that our perspectives have shifted. Time spent in solitude often leads to significant self-discovery and personal growth. As we reconnect with others, we bring this newfound awareness with us, enriching our interactions. This deeper understanding of ourselves allows us to engage in more meaningful conversations, share our insights, and foster authentic connections. We often become more empathetic, recognizing the value of vulnerability and the strength that comes from being open about our experiences. Re-entering a community also offers opportunities for healing. Isolation can be a challenging experience, and many people carry the weight of loneliness, anxiety, or sadness. However, rejoining a community can provide a support network that helps ease these burdens. Being surrounded by others who share similar experiences can foster a sense of belonging and understanding. It creates a safe space where individuals can express their feelings, share their stories, and find comfort in knowing they are not alone. As we transition back into community, it is essential to be patient with ourselves. The process of reintegration may not always be smooth. We might experience feelings of apprehension or uncertainty about how to navigate social dynamics after a period of isolation. It's important to honor these feelings and take gradual steps toward reconnecting. Finding small, manageable ways to engage with others, such as attending gatherings or reaching out to friends, can help ease this transition. This process of community building also encourages us to embrace diversity. After isolation, we may return to a world that has continued to evolve in our absence. Engaging with a variety of perspectives and experiences enriches our understanding of the world and helps us to grow. We become more aware of the unique challenges and strengths that others bring, fostering a culture of inclusivity and respect. Furthermore, the bonds formed in community after isolation can be incredibly transformative. We may find ourselves drawn to others who have also experienced similar journeys, creating deep connections based on shared understanding. These relationships can provide a sense of accountability and support, encouraging us to continue our paths of growth together. In these connections, we discover the power of collective resilience and the importance of lifting one another up. Ultimately, community after isolation represents a powerful opportunity for renewal and growth. By embracing the connections we forge, we create a supportive environment that nurtures our well-being and encourages ongoing personal development. As we reintegrate into our communities, we learn to celebrate both our individuality and our shared humanity, fostering relationships that uplift and inspire. This journey not only enriches our own lives, but also contributes to the collective strength and vitality of the communities we rejoin, creating a more compassionate and connected world.